Welcome all, and all are welcome to Down to Hangout FM. And here I am doing another video essay. I really enjoy doing these video essays with you guys. And in this video essay, I'm talking about my all-time favorite franchises. No, not that franchise. Even though it's probably my second favorite video game franchise, I'm talking about my favorite franchise of all time. Alright, I absolutely love that franchise. But I'm not here talking about Woody and Buzz. I'm here talking about the franchise I've been loving since I was 5 years old. Alright, see, now you're trying to be funny.
Fine, don't tell me.
Marvel, damn it! Since I was a kid, Marvel has been my all-time favorite franchise.
Ew! Why?
For the mass amount of world building, how it's one of the big universes that connected, the crossovers, the three-dimensional characters, and because, well, I love superheroes. But like I said in my last video essay, you know how Marvel could make a big comeback. Here lately, Marvel has been struggling in a bad way. So bad, their last movie that came out flopped. And now the fandom is divisive, where a lot of people don't care about Marvel like they used to. But I believe there are two properties that could bring Marvel back. The new Fantastic Four, along with Deadpool and Wolverine. With the cast to Fantastic Four announced just last month, along with Deadpool and Wolverine dropping on the Super Bowl, it seems that fans are excited about Marvel. And I'm here to talk about all that. But before I dive deep into the video essay, can you give us a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button? We do appreciate it. Shall we head forth into this video essay now? Since the 21st century began, we've had a lot of Marvel movies. Some good, some bad, and some... Yeah, you see where I'm getting at? But in these past 24 years, we've had 3 Fantastic Four movies. The first 2 with Chris Evans, by the way, who was a great Johnny Storm. And I liked the first Fantastic Four movie.
Shut your mouth.
To be fair, I was 8. Now, the other Fantastic Four movies, I'm sorry, Fantasitc, that Fantastic Four movie where Dr. Doom was a disfigured hacker, and there's even one from the 90s, but I've never seen that one before. But the first Marvel family is in the MCU's hands. And I know that Marvel's been messing up here lately, but what they did mess up was casting the right people for this movie. On Valentine's Day, Marvel had announced who our new Fantastic Four are going to be. First on the list is Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn is that dude who played Eddie Munson on Stranger Things. I like this choice. Actually, I like it a lot. He wouldn't be my first choice, but I think he'll be a great choice because Johnny Storm is a young, cocky dude who's kind of like the little brother of the group. So I think Joseph Quinn will kill it in a role. I don't know too much about his filmography or haven't seen too much of it, but seeing Stranger Things and his performances in there, oh, he'll kill it. Then we have Ebon Moss-Bachrach. That's the thing. Man, his name sounds like a Star Wars character. Out of everyone who was casting in the Fantastic Four, this is the one that excited me the most. I'm a big fan of the bear. Like, really, y'all. If you're not watching that show, go and watch it. Trust me, you'll love it. Ebon Moss is one of the standout actors in that show because he plays this quick-tempered, stubborn character, a kind of a selfish dude, and a character that messes up a lot. And the thing is just like that. Well, except for the messing up part. And, Ben Grimm is kind of a very wholesome character. But the thing gets done.
It's clobbering time.
Ebon is going to nail it as the thing. And I honestly feel like he's going to be the best actor to play the character ever. My only thing that confuses me about this casting is the actor's already in the MCU. If any of you forgot, he plays Chip in The Punisher. I hope they explain that, or maybe with some multiverse talk. I know everyone's tired of the multiverse, so maybe it's best that it doesn't get explained, but I was just thought about that when he got cast. I'm like, wasn't he already in the MCU? But great choice, though. Great choice. One of the most important casting to this list is Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Similar to Joseph Quinn, I haven't seen her in a lot of things. I know she's in the more recent Mission Impossible movies and Hobbs and Shaw, but honestly, that's all I've seen her in. And she's fine. She's a horrible actress, and when she got cast in this movie, my response was,
That's cool.
like, I wasn't disappointed or mad at this casting. I had faith that she would kill it. And moving on to the big subject, this is the casting that had everyone talking. Some people loved this casting, and some people hated this casting, and some people were...
I'm confused.
Me, I was quite excited to hear about this news. It had me looking forward to seeing this movie even more. Plus, I love the Fantastic Four. And out the forecasting, this was the one that would have the MCU back on track.
How?
For 10 years, the MCU introduced us to a lot of new heroes and storylines. but with the large roster that we were enjoying so long, the one who was driving the ship was Iron Man. We got first introduced to Iron Man back in 2008 and followed him until Endgame. But the reason why we love this character of Iron Man so much was due to the great performance of Robert Downey Jr. In some of the movies, he was almost like the main character. But since 2021, we really had a character for us to follow and be our central main character within this big universe. Now, I was in the meeting rooms.
I wish.
But I personally believe they casted Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic for him to be the next Iron Man for the MCU. First, Pedro Pascal is a great and beloved actor from his roles from The Mandalorian, The Last of Us, and his role in that Nicolas Cage movie where he played himself. He's around the same age where Robert Downey Jr. was playing Iron Man. And he's playing a character like Mr. Fantastic who's a leader like Iron Man, is intelligent like Iron Man, and has a complex personality like Iron Man. While all these personality traits of Mr. Fantastic and Pedro Pascal playing the character, Marvel could finally steer in the right direction of this franchise and have a character that everyone will gravitate to and love. And speaking of a character that everybody loves, and I'm talking about the merc with a mouth himself, Deadpool. Oh, hell no, not that Deadpool. I'm not talking about that Deadpool. Trenton, please quickly change it to the good Deadpool. Whew. Thank you, Trenton. Before I heard hints of a story about Deadpool 3, I was looking forward to the movie anyway. But when it was announced that Hugh Jackman was going to be back as Wolverine, me and the whole world was excited. Then the trailer dropped on Super Bowl Sunday. But you know why people are excited, because the Deadpool and Wolverine are beloved by the fans. Let's take comic books out the equation. Hell, let's just focus on the movies. Despite not all X-Men movies being good, one thing that me and other fans could take away from those movies, that Hugh Jackman is great as Wolverine. Every performance we see him in, he kills it, and he's committed to the role. And the last time he played the character of Wolverine, which was in Logan, was the best he ever played the character. And now this even elevates people's excitement for Wolverine and the merc with the mouth, where they are getting their own movie together. But there's another reason why people are excited for Deadpool and Wolverine, and it's something that the MC movies have been lacking lately. But the Deadpool movies surprisingly carry some emotional weight within the stories. In the first Deadpool movie, Deadpool wanted to be with Vanessa because he felt like she would reject him due to him looking like this. In Deadpool 2, our boy in red wanted to start a family and ended up losing his loved one only to gain another family. With all the violence and meta humor that the Deadpool movies have, they actually get deep and has audience connected with them. See, what Deadpool and Wolverine has to offer more than any MCU movie right now is the movie looks fun as hell. And that's what the MCU movie needs more than ever. When I watched the Marvels, I didn't have fun. When I watched Secret Invasion, I didn't have a good time. And Ant-Man, I Shrunk the Kids, there was no joy or soul in that movie. Yeah, there were jokes, but I didn't have a fun time like I usually do with a Marvel movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Loki Season 2, I had a great time. Marvel movies have just been here and there and haven't been consistent like they used to be. And us movie fans, we like consistency. But I'm not going to say that the MCU movie needs to change. You can watch that in the last video. What I'm saying is Deadpool and Wolverine movie has the potential to be the most fun MC movie to date. I mean, from what I heard is that Deadpool is going to kill the Fox Marvel movie characters. And that right there is already a fun premise. I mean, for real, us watching Deadpool and Wolverine killing these bad Marvel movies from the early 2000s for almost 2 hours sounds like a fun movie. And I would love that in an instant. In fact, what will make this movie even great, and I know it won't happen, is Deadpool starts killing the Sonyverse movies. Because if that happened, the audience would be like this. Woo-hoo! Just from that thought alone would instantly pull fans back in. I think I can speak for all the MCU fans when I say this, is that out of all the heroes, Deadpool and Wolverine are going to carry the MCU in its current phase. I mean, he almost says it in that trailer.
Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever.
Right now, there are no other characters in the MCU that fans are really moved by or even excited by. But now, with Deadpool and Wolverine, along with the Fantastic Four, I should say the new Fantastic Four, are the perfect characters for us to root for. That's if they are written well. Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic has the best opportunity to be the next Iron Man to carry out the MCU and beyond. Deadpool and Wolverine are the best entry for fans and newcomers to introduce us to the new X-Men of the MCU. Not only because we've been waiting for the X-Men to join the MCU since damn near it started, but I think it's a creative way to introduce them through a superhero satire movie that's playing with the idea of the multiverse. And yes, I know Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, or I should say the Multiverse of Mediocreness, and the Marvels had introduced some X-Men characters already, but Deadpool and Wolverine is a movie to bring in our favorite mutants. Thank you all for watching and listening to this video essay. Trust us, there's going to be more and plethora of video essays to come throughout the years. You know, I do this kind of like as a hobby, but but I appreciate you guys all watching. And yes, can you please leave us a like, subscribe, and even a comment? Tell us how we're doing. Tell us what future videos you want us to talk about. And yes, please enjoy for future content. And thank you once again.